Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, so we are still in March and we will be moving on to April very soon, but I do have an idea of something I wanted to do straight away. So at the end of the last episode we were looking at all the different productions and all these different things, moving things around, placing things, etc, etc. But what I've decided to do is to look at the opportunity, or the option or whatever, to sell this shed. Now, it's nice, it is nice, it's very fitting, it's very vintage, but it's rather useless. I already cleared out the 2 bales that were in there. I'll just have another quick check. So, this is where I was keeping the 135 and things, well, bales more recently. In here, I mean, we can put things in, but it's not practical. Especially this bit here, you have to go all the way around here to get in there, and I mean really, what are you going to put in there? Perhaps from a roleplay perspective, but in this instance I think it's a bit too impractical. This is a nice little area that we can put a trailer and some in, but really I'm going to see about selling it. Now the ducks here, the chickens, they're not attached, so I don't think that is going to cause any issues. Now I should probably shift these bales out of the way. Yeah, let's do that first, actually. Right, we'll just get it. Oh, no, I don't want to attach that. Rather not to attach it. And the cows are doing just fine over there. So yeah, we will hop through to April as soon as I get this sorted. But I'm not entirely certain what I'm sorting at, other than trying to sell this shed. So we will tear it down and build a new one, ideally. So let's just shift this over here. Just out the way a bit. We should probably put these bales away, but that's the problem, is we don't have anywhere to actually put them. So let's look at selling this shed. So we can do, okay, and if I'm not mistaken, they are separate. Right, so the small chicken coop is separate. We could actually get a bigger one. That's something we could also do, is to get a bigger chicken coop, because those ones, they don't really, I mean, they produce eggs, but not very much. But anyways, they're ducks anyways. So let's look. So we can get nearly £15,000 for this. Now, well, you know what? Let's see. This would be so cool to use that as well. I'm sure that even opens, but it's just that's in the way. Oh wait, we can sell that as well. Ah, interesting. Right, okay, well, let's sell this and just see what happens. Sell, and... Right, so this should be all the details around. Oh, it's going to sell other things as well. I wonder how many other things it'll sell. We can always place debris and things like that around. It's not a big problem. We'll sell that. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It did get rid of a few things around here, but we can always place more of those things. It's not a big problem. Really, if anything, now we have a place to park the truck. Actually, that's perfect. So let's just hop down here and see what we've done. So the trees remain, which is fine. The chickens remain, which is also fine, but it might be a bit out of place now. So we will look at that in the near future. But yeah, now that we don't have any junk here, we can actually just park this up, which is really, really lovely. So I'm very pleased about that. Watch yourself, ducks. Oh, they're so agile to dodge. How are their food? Because really, if we are... Oh, wow, the slurry is adding up very quickly. Right, they're full up, so let's just park this up then. I don't quite remember what was here. Was it like child's toys, like a swing and play set or whatever? But look at that, it's much better. Much, much better, that. Now, we need to put a new shed. Now, let's have a look. I did download just a handful of random sheds, but let's have a look at the vintagest option. The most vintage option. So we've got these ones. This would fit rather quite nicely, but again, it's I don't know. I have used it in the past as well. I would like to match up with the other buildings. As you can see, they're quite brick, not a lot of white on. These are all the white ones. So we've got this Polish shed, which is alright, actually. It doesn't have to go here. It can go up against the fence, which I think would actually make the most sense. Then we get so much more room in the yard. That's definitely a possibility. Right, some of these are very expensive. I think this is another one that I downloaded. Oh, that's alright for £3,000. That's not bad. It's not as vintage looking. Old rusty shell. It's massive, that. Although, oh, it's got the two sides. Oh, no, it doesn't. There we go. Overlaps with another object. Oh, that's no good. I don't know what other object. Maybe that bush is in the way? Perhaps? Right. That is the... Oh, it looks like the one we've had. Maybe that one's available here somewhere. Ah, here we go. So that was 30,000. Hey, this could make more sense. That is the same one. So wouldn't it make sense to have the same style? Then it would keep in keeping with the rest of the farm. But what is the overlapping object? That would fit perfect. Look at that. Right in between the fence and the spuds. Although the chickens would be, or the ducks would be in the way. But perhaps we could sell them and relocate them. Then they wouldn't be in the way, obviously. Maybe that's what we should do. There are other ones, so 10,000. That one's not bad. It's not as big. Yeah, that's a small... That's quite... Yeah. It's alright. It just doesn't quite match. No, I like this. I think I'm going to put another of the same, to be honest. It's very practical. It fits beautifully on the farm. But what is overlapping? What object is in the way? It's not these bushes, is it? I wonder. Is it you? Is it the ducks? Yeah, and then we could do a bit of dirt, put some dirt down as well. It would be free to do, of course, because it's just dirt. It's just scraping off the grass, isn't it? Right, okay, I'm going to try and place it off camera, because obviously there's something blocking. I could put the free mode thing on, but let me have a quick look at this off camera and see if I can place it without any issues. And we'll see how it looks in a moment. And there we have our brand new shed. It did cost £15,000. I did put on free mode, so I don't know what exactly was blocking, but now we've got a nice little area here, so when the spuds are gone we can even put the truck in there, or a trailer in there, or something. And look at that. Very nice shed we've got now. The ducks, however, are in the way, so I have planned it so that the ducks will be removed or potentially relocated. My big thing is that I do want to focus on the cow. The nice thing about this farm is that I love the space, and I could redo basically the entirety of the layout. Now that I've done this, I feel like we've got so much more opportunity to redo things. So the cows that we only have 10 cows, which is probably fine for now. But, I mean, we do have the option to increase their capacity, put another cow barn in, all these different options, now that we have sort of that one middle shed out the way. And we will fix all this up. I'll probably lay down some dirt or something as a, you know, sort of the same texturing here. And it would be just scraping the grass. So, again, it would be free, of course. But, yeah, there we go. I'm very pleased with that. The first thing, we might as well stick some bales in. We'll do all the sorting and things. Oh, see, it did get all the junk on this side gone as well, which is fine, because as I say, we can add it in. I know someone in a comment just the other day had mentioned about how they like all the debris around and all the junk and that, so we can always add it back in, but really, we'll be so busy here shortly that we won't even be on the farm. We'll be out in the fields for the most part, so won't even notice. And we still have our little junk bicycle there, so that's fine. There will go as well once the ducks are gone, but fantastic. So we'll just look at that, and it fits beautifully as well. Absolutely stunning, that. Might as well stick the Z-turn right next to it. Look at that. I'm very pleased about that. Oh, actually, before we get too excited, I should look at the backside here and see how it's lined up. It took a minute to line up. That's why I did it off camera, because I was about ready to place it, and then, yeah, it was... Oh, it's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. We don't need anything behind. Here we could even, I don't know. We don't need to put anything there. We could have put our tree here, actually. This tree might go as well, because it is a bit of in the way. Yes, we'll worry about that. What do you think, ducks? What do you think? I couldn't agree more myself. Right, I think we're going to move on to April, as at the end of the last episode we were in March and realized that we do not have much left to do this month. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. We will go to rest. We'll see you in April. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful and sunny April morning. Right, so we don't have any of our fields ready to go, unfortunately, but we do have a very full slurry pit. Now, I have found a way to make a bit of money from the slurry, and that's to do a contract. So that is what we're going to focus on. I have found a field that is very local and very ready for fertilizer. So we'll see how full this is, because I know the cows are full. Well, they're empty because our slurry tank is full. But yes, you know what I mean. So, I get that connected. Oh, this is nearly full as well. Might as well just reverse up and get it fully full. And then we'll take it over to field 2. I have already accepted the contract because I didn't want it to disappear. So, oh no. Can't be crashing into things. But it is very close, so at least it gives us an opportunity to do something. And with the time we have, because none of our fields are ready to harvest. But everything is ready fertilizer-wise, I'm almost certain. I know I was talking about forgetting. Let me just have a quick look, though. I should probably double-check. Yes, everything is ready to go. Everything is fully fertilized, all de-weeded, and absolutely ready to be taken care of harvest-wise, but we're just not quite ready there yet. And I'm not in any big rush for the clover. It can regrow and regrow because we have so much silage in as it is, more that we could probably sell. But price-wise, I mean, it's going down a bit, so it's not a big problem anyways. But yeah, field 2, there it is right there. So we are going to make our way down there. It's literally right there. So we'll just head through the gate. Head this way as well. Now we might have to take a sneaky path through this grass field here. I think we will. Yes, just a bit sneaky, but it is grass, so it's fine. And not sure, what is that? Oh, chickpeas, how lovely. Right, so it does only require the single application, which is absolutely fine. So we'll get that started. And really, it should be a very quick job indeed, because we only need the one. And although it does go very quickly, the slurry out of this tanker in particular, yeah, it should. I want to ensure it's working. I haven't seen any notification yet about the field, but we are 3% done. Absolutely brilliant. You'd think it would be more than that. Hopefully it only requires the one application, because it is going very quickly. But no matter, we will get it done in a nice, cheeky little time lapse. And there we have it. Contract on field 2 is finished, and I was a bit concerned when it kept saying that we were only at 20% when we were nearly done the field, but it must, I have no idea why that would be the case, but it has finished. So we can go and collect that, which is very nice indeed. Now we could look at some other fertilization contracts as well. 5. It's a bit bigger, that one. It is definitely a bit bigger. It would be nice to get a bit of extra income, but it really depends on how much slurry is in the cows. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I think that will be the best one. Let's look at details and see. Best for money. Profit per minute. 57, but that's far away. That one's very close, but very small. But, yeah, this one would be a good one as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can do both of them. Is that too cheeky? Now, let's do field 5 first, and if 6 is still there, then we will do that one as well. So, we might as well toss this back in to this time-lapse. Ah, we were nearly there, really. I reckon anything, it's like 99%. I have to check. Oh, it just said at the top there. 94%, really. Unbelievable. Right, it's just that little bit at the end. So, what I'll do is I'll get that done quickly off camera. Now that we've done a nice slurrying time-lapse, we got loads of poop shifted. The cows have much more room to put their liquid poop, their business. And I also noticed that, look, the ducks are telling me, "Oi, we've got no room to lay eggs, move them." So I'll get those shifted as well. Cheeky ducks, let me tell you. So yeah, I'll get those shifted, I'll get the slurry contract finished up, we'll collect our 3-some thousand pounds, and then we'll see you next in May. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful May morning. Unfortunately, none of our crops are ready, and that's to be expected. Looking at the calendar, of course, we are near to a few of them, but not quite there yet. Right, I haven't gone through and done any sort of groundwork here just yet, because I haven't decided even if that tree is going to remain. It could, though. It's not in the way, at least. This, however, is, as you can see. But as you can also see, the chickens are completely out of food, and they have produced all of the eggs they need. Can I? Yes, I can. Nice. So we'll put this with the others over here for now. Nice safe keeping there. I think I would like to get a bit more involved in chickens, but not with this coop. That being said, I am going to sell it. Now, as you can see over here, I have done a bit of work in the morning here in May, so it's not perfect, but it's better. I dug out some of the ground there so that we could get just the dirt remaining, and of course I had to just level a few bits here and there, but really it's not too bad. I do have plans for this area now, especially that we are going to relocate the ducks. I would like to get ducks again, but we do have to put in a greenhouse, because I'm not going to do any more potato harvesting, but the cows will need spuds. Oh, in fact, let's have a look at them, because I'm seeing that there's more now. There are more now. Look, we've got 7 new... Alright, so male calves and 3 female calves. I wish it was the other way around, but that's fine. These ones will probably sell straight away, just because I don't want them to take any more of the food than they need to take. So I probably will, because they're just going to, yeah, develop into bulls. So yeah, really not something we want to have them procure more. Of course, we could raise them and then sell them off. But as you can see right away, the females are worth more. So we are going to keep them, absolutely. But the 7 males will probably be sold straight away. As you can see, they do need some food fairly soon. But now that the main heifers have actually calved, we now can get milk, which is really amazing. So let's look at that in a moment. There's no major rush to sell them. They will just slowly increase in value as time goes on, but their food will go down much, much quicker as well. Right, so at the very end of this area here is where I'd like to put my greenhouse. Now, I'll just get off the area so we can start. I did include the open-air garden, which has been mentioned many times, both by myself in previous episodes, as well as in comments of the videos, which is fantastic. And that's it right there. So, I have used it before, not very much though, but I have used it, and it is brilliant. It is weather variant as well, in the sense that we'll have a nice little cover on it in the winter time, so that it can go year round, which is really nice. I was thinking here, oh, actually, before we place anything, I do want to put interactive zones, so I know exactly where the pallets will spawn. Productions, greenhouses, open air garden. Okay, good thing I didn't put it that way, because they spawn on the other side. Now, hopefully I've leveled things out okay. So pallets are on the left there. The far side is where we put water and... I think we can put manure, we can put seeds and water and fertilizer as well. So we can just increase, I believe, the yield of everything, or at least the production rate of it as well. So this will primarily be for spuds for the cows. But I am seeing there are a few other things. We can actually grow cotton, if I'm not mistaken. Is that not cotton? So when we get our spinnery, then we can put cotton in as well. That is pretty cool. But we'll look at that in the future as well. It really is mostly for potatoes for the cows. So if we go too far in, you can see we're starting to go into the hill there. So we'll go as close to the hill as possible without going in the hill. So I think right there is fine. Bring it in as much as we can on this side as well. And placed. Brilliant. Okay, so it did change the texture of a few things, but it didn't cut into the crop, which is great. So we might even put some more grass in here. It's fine, actually, that it's not like that. We can even extend this all the way up to the field, actually. It might do that. But luckily, it didn't dig into our triticale at all. Well, there we have it. We have our greenhouse. So let's crack that open. Really nice. So, my goodness, we've got loads of things. Okay, so we want potatoes. So potato, seed, and manure gives us 192. Just potatoes on its own gives us 3. Right, 1 water to 3. I think we'd opt for the potatoes, seeds, and manure because... Oh, I've lost it. There it is. So instead of 5 manure, it's 1 solid fertilizer, which is probably about the equivalent anyways, but we have manure being produced like mad, so we might as well use it. We have everything we need. Don't know where we'll get water from, though. We don't really have a use for water otherwise. So we'll just close that for now, because we do need to bring some things here. But I think that's turned out quite nice. It's a little bit into there with the side there, but I think that's turned out nice. I will fix all of this as well, the different texturing and that. But that's okay. Easy enough to do. Well, that is really nice, because then once the pallets have spawned, we can actually still get by to access this field if we want, which is really nice. Now, on this side, I would like to put some more chickens. I just want to see how they'd look. So I did find a couple different mods for them. This one is wicked, 150 chickens, but it's too big. It's just too big. Even if the player wasn't there, or if there wasn't a collides with player option. The other thing is we could extend this one this way a bit, but I don't really want to dig into any of our fields if we don't have to. So, we can look at the other options. The one we have currently is this one, which is worth 21,000. So I reckon when we sell this, it'll probably be worth about 8, 9 maybe. But it holds 60, so we could replace the same one again. We could put it here, but it's 21,000. Very expensive. But this one is 1,500, and it holds 40 chickens. So we could place, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them if we really wanted to. I would have to level this out a bit more, but as you can see, we could do it. So that's another possibility as well. And I know it might be a bit of a faff having 4 different chicken coops, but I mean that would be 160 chickens. We get loads of eggs in, so that would be a really nice little income as well. So we might consider that. I might even place 1 or 2 for now. Not right now, we do need to sell the other ones first, but since they are out of food, yeah, see this here, I don't understand this bump. Don't know if that could be rectified, but we'll look into it. I think that looks good though, so we should really get that sorted first thing. But I think before that we will get all of our... Oh, we've got little chicks in as well. Isn't that cute? Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, no, this is what we have. 60 ducks. These are what we can buy, sorry. So, let's get them sold, I guess. Now, is it going to... It's probably going to... Oh, that's alright. We get some money back from them. So, we'll sell them. Brilliant. They are all sold. Bye-bye, ducks. We'll get you again soon. They were getting up there in age as well. And we will... So 9,755. Really quite good. Sell. Brilliant. So now we've got more space here. Really, really nice to be able to maneuver around. I would like to get rid of that tree actually as well. So now that they are gone... yeah, we'll put them in later. There's no major rush. We'll have the crop for them. So we'll have the silo full of food for them. But other than that, I think the focus still needs to remain on our other productions before we get more chickens. Alright, now we have to find... Right, we do have this tanker here, so hopefully we can put water in. I think I had it for milk. Is there anything in it? I don't know exactly. Let's find... Here, this will do. get a tractor all set up and we can find a water source. I don't think there is one nearby, so we might have to build a well or something. Which is fine, absolutely fine, especially since it's just for the greenhouse anyways. Let's have a look at the map and see. Right, there's a couple of small... We could try and go to that one. Dip into the neighbour's yard there and see their pond. Oh, go on, let's give it a try. I think this can hold water as well. I think it can. Yeah, this is just a grass field, so hopefully they don't mind we use their pond. Terrible. Surely this is enough water. Right, let's see. Oh, wonderful. And it's free. Brilliant. Yes, we'll reach an agreement with this neighbour here to use water from their little area here, their little pond. Should be absolutely fine. As long as it keeps raining, it should be alright. And now we can actually get the production underway. Oh, come on. You can pull this. There we go. Brilliant. Alright, so we'll make our way to the greenhouse. Now, I wonder... We do have seed, I reckon. Now, I don't know how much seed it'll actually take, so I don't want to put all of it. But perhaps we'll use one of our bags. Oh, let's go this way, actually. Yeah, we've never really gotten an opportunity to use this tanker on this particular vintage map. We had it for the other vintage map, and we used it there, but not really on here. So it's first time driving down here. I don't mind that little bump. This bump has to go. And actually, you know what? The chickens would be a big faff to have that close, because then we won't be able to pull in as nicely here. So we might have to reevaluate that as well. But now that water is going in, we need a bit of seed and a bit of poop as well. So I wonder if we can. We might have to bring even more water here. So I'm just going to tuck this to the side. Might just put it... actually, no, I'll just put it back where it was. Nice little place for it there. So again, this particular episode, much as a few of the others before, is kind of prep work and waiting for the crops to grow. Once they do, as I've said, it will be a madhouse, so that's a good thing. We'll be very busy with the harvest and all, but I wonder if I can empty this out into the greenhouse. I'm really hoping I can. I don't know if I can or not. We'll have to find out in just a moment, but that would be extremely ideal. And yes, we will shut off our interactive zones once we get this all sorted out. Do you like I can just come straight in here, happy days. Oh, very close indeed. I don't think it'll work, but here's to hoping. No, unfortunately not. That's okay. Let's look into... I guess we could fill up some manure into the truck then. Although we do have some wheat in, but we can probably get rid of that. So let me quickly get that sorted. See you in a moment. Alright, so I did manually manage to get the manure out of there into the truck here. So we will load up more manure from the pile. We might as well take as much as we can. Nice. It's barely just made a dent on, so hopefully that's fine. I know we did sell quite a bit of manure in the last episode or so ago, and that's fine. It's fine that we sold it. We didn't need it at the moment, but now that we have the greenhouse, we'll definitely hang on to our manure that we have. Now, I don't know seed-wise. I might as well put all of this in, but seed-wise, I don't want to overdo it. Because it does say 1, so if we can do 5,000 litres, then it'll at least be the level amount, and then we'll just keep filling in water. So, wait, 5,000, that's a lot. That's a lot of seed, actually. We'll see what we have. I believe the bags that we have here are solid fertilizer. I'm sorry, seed. I hope they're seed. Don't want to fill them without knowing. Solid fertilizer and solid fertilizer, so no. I don't think we have any seed, actually. Other than what's in the in here, at least. Oh no, sorry, in the drill, which is somewhere. Where is the drill? Oh, it's here, right, the new drill. I forgot we had a new drill. Haha. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'll head to the shop with the truck here, the Zill, which I've ran away from. Just over here. Getting all discombobulated. So we'll head down to the shop. We'll load up 5,000, we might as well load up 5,000 litres of seed and get it put into the production. So we'll see you at the shop. Alright, here we are at the shop. We'll just get spun round and ready to collect the seed that we purchased. So, as the greenhouse can take that much seed, well, we'll keep it 1 to 5. I suppose we'll get more manure, so maybe we should just fill it up. 10,000. No, that's so much. We'll do, I don't know, maybe we should do 5,000 litres. We don't have to fill it up, but at least we would have some in, at the very least. So let's go ahead and get 5,000 litres of seed. We'll get the big bags, we'll get that. So how much for 5,000? 4,000. So it'd be 8,000 if we want to get 10. Yes, we get that and 2 more. I wonder if that's worth doing just to have it done. We don't want to constantly produce spuds either. I'd like to do cotton as well. But you know what? For now, let's just do 5,000. We can always come back to the shop. And we know we're going to use it anyway, so... Oh, and we might... Well, I might even just put... Oh, right, this is bad. No, it's not bad, because we will put all of this into there. Normally, I wouldn't want to put seed into the bed of the truck here like this, because then we can't put it into the drill until it's done manually. But since we might as well put it all into the production and just get as much out of it as we can. We don't just have to do spuds and cotton. We can do a plethora of other crops in there as well, which is really quite cool. So, let's get this loaded in, the final bag, 5,000 litres, and we'll head back to the farm. See you there. Alright, seed delivery to the greenhouse. Here we are. Let's get nice and lined up and load it all in. Now that we are officially full with water, manure and seed, there we go, now we are. Let's get potatoes activated. Let's get cotton activated. And is there anything else we'd want to do? I think that's it for now. I think any of the cotton that we produce from it can go straight into creating even more fabric with the flax fiber that we have as well, which is really cool. Now we could do other things as well, sunflowers and all that, but let's have a look at how that's doing. So it's a nice blend of spuds and, oh right, we have to go in through the gate. Right, you can't jump over it because there is, in the wintertime, as I said, it does have a bit of a cover on it. So yeah, look at that, a nice mixture of spud and cotton. Very bit of a strange collaboration of crops there, but at least now we are growing them, which is really cool. And with the seeds and the manure that we have, they should produce and yield very nicely. And look at that, isn't that nice? Nice little greenhouse we have there. So I suppose the next thing we'd want to do is maybe look at... No, I don't really want to look into chickens more. We just... In the future, I'm growing a load of triticale for the chickens, or the ducks, I suppose. So we will look at that in the future. As long as we don't have more crop than fits in the silo, then we should be fine. And honestly, I might even look for a place to put this chicken coop here. Because it still remains vintage. It's just basically 4 walls and a bit of a roof there. And it holds 150 chickens. All ducks, of course. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit here, but that's fine. We can look at a different space. We do have the we do have this space here. I don't want them too far from the farm, but I suppose we could take over a small section of this field here. But again, I don't really want to, so we'll have to just see what kind of works out. I do like the cows set up there. I do. I don't really want to get rid of that, but yeah, we shall see how it all comes together. So let's have a look quickly. Well, let's have a look at our greenhouse in view here and see how things are going. It's very nice. It does add a bit to it, and this area is quite nice as well now. It's a bit wonky, to be honest, but it's fine. It works. So, let's have a look at the calendar. So, as I say, we've got flax, we've got triticale, which will be in July, mustard seeds in July as well, flax in July. See, everything is coming soon. We do have clover, so that is probably what we can do, but I believe there is the opportunity. Look at all this beautiful flaxseed. Look at this lovely clover. Now, I don't know if there is a... It does say growth stage 3 of 3 to forage. So does that mean... I always forget. Does that mean we should wait? Because like with grass, for example, if you wait, you'll get more out of it. It'll grow taller in the next month. Is it worth doing the same for clover? I can never remember. So we may very well stay in May and cut some clover. But if not, we might move on to June and do it then. But we'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's see what else we can look at. Right, that's what we should probably prioritize, is the feeding of the cows and the selling of these males. And I think we'll do it now, just to have it done. Because realistically, we don't need all them. Hello. Where's the little ones? Oh, there's the little ones. Hello there. Hello there. Hi, little ones. Oh, having a kip. Oh, bless. Oh, sorry. It's like, jog on, mate. What are you doing in me pen? Right, we're gonna just leave. Thanks very much. But we will sell the little lads. So, because again, they are just going to continuously take food, but really give nothing back. They'll grow older and we can sell them later on. But just not, yeah, just not really. Because if we look, bull, male, brown Swiss, worth £800. So when we sell it, I don't know how much it'll be worth, but I think we will go and sell them right now. So we do have the 7 of them, and oh my, that's quite the fee. But we do have a trailer, and it's fine. They were literally free, I suppose. And now we have more room for more cows. So that's good. And the feeding will the food will go that much further for the cows that we do want to keep, which is the milk producing cows. Because as you can see, we have 1,615 litres of milk, which is very, very exciting. And it shows we've got 27 litres of cotton. Haha, that is wicked. And is it already worth that much money? Bloody Nora. Oh, no, that's the it's worth £112. Blimey, I was like, that is rapid. But no, that's how much it will be. That's how much it max price per 1,000 litres. So, got too excited. We're not selling it anyways. We are going to put it into the future production. But it is nice to see also that we've got milk. Very nice to see. Right, so we should get the cows fed. So we'll get everything set up for that and start feeding them. Alright, we'll grab one of these bales to start. They just need one of these for now. This will put them at nearly the perfect amount of hay, which is normally about 10,000 litres of roughage, which in this case is going to be hay. They'll take that, will disappear, will be at 9,000 something? 8,906, that is absolutely fine. The next of the things we need to do is silage. So that's over here. I still have not decided what my future plans are for silage. It's just we can't do... it's frustrating, because look how much we're losing in this pit. I don't know, yeah, it's just all of that on the ground we will lose at the end of it. Luckily it will say how many litres are remaining, and we can always just figure it out that way. But it is very frustrating with that... well, just in general, all of the issues with the ground textures. Luckily our spuds haven't fallen through the ground. Just the silage and chaff and all that. Which again, it does make it a bit frustrating, but it's not the end of the world if, you know, we have to, yeah, manually correct that. The other thing is, it's frustrating that we can't really deal with more silage. We can't get more silage in until we've dealt with this silage, because there's nowhere to put silage. That was the issue we've had in the past. So I did find, now here's a question I want to put to everyone who watches, any viewers out there that have any sort of interest. Basically, there is one particular bale wrapper that actually for this we would need a new baler as well, because the baler we have is 150 centimeter bales, which is perfect for straw and hay, but not for silage, at least not for wrapping bales. All the bale wrappers at the smallest size are 125s. The most vintage one, I should say, yeah, is about 125 to wrap. That's the max size you can wrap with. So I'll show you very quickly what I'm on about. So if we go to, if we go to wrappers, where are we? There we go. There's this one here, and it's very vintagey. The only thing I do not like about it is that you have to load each bale individually, and it is a bit of a faff. It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, after all, it does wrap, and I did use it previously in vintage, but there is another one that I found that it's an older, well, it looks more vintage than any of the others. It's an old Ursus one, but the nice thing about it is that it can collect the bales off the ground. So I might add it in to the series just to see, and see how it goes. Maybe rent it one time just to try it out, see how it seems as far as being vintage or not, and go from there. The only problem is we would need a new baler. The baler that we had was great, but it had a few issues. I don't know what exactly was going on with that older class baler, but it was having a few problems here and there. So we'll sort it all out. The other option is to find an old, or again a vintage, fermenting silo, which would be actually my #1 option, because then we could essentially sell this whole pit and put in a fermenting silo. So we'll look into that as well. How much food? I've just kept scooping and scooping. Right, we need about 2 more. Perfect. So we'll get 2 more scoops of the silage, and then we can get some spud in as well. And that should put us at a nice amount of food for the cows. And whether or not, I mean, I don't plan on relocating farms. The other time when I showed the other farm that's available, it was more so just to show what is available on the farm, on the map rather. But I do like this farm. I like the location. I like the yard, the way it's set up. I can change it up, as we've seen with that shed. The cows, however, if I was to do anything with the cows, it would be to sell this barn and buy something vintage, of course, but just bigger, allow for more cows. I think we have a maximum capacity of 40 cows, but again, at the small rate that we're going, small sort of scale, I think 40 is fine. Once we get 40 full-size heifers in there, producing milk and eating all my food, blimey, I think that's loads. So, and I do really like this this shed, I have to admit. It has a little sort of a shed, extra storage space. It has a nice big workshop as well. So really, I guess we can't complain too much about it. Right, so we're all done with silage. We'll head over to the spud pile. I think I've got a bucket over there as well. Now they should only require... Oh right, no, the bucket's 1,000 litres, so yeah, they require about 7 buckets. That's quite a bit. Let's see. Right, just get this as full as we can do. There we go. Let's have a look. So, yes, according to my notes, it's nearly, well, 6 buckets. But we might as well get it done in a nice little time-lapse. And I lost my count, but that should be fine. Let's have a look at how they're doing for food. Oh, nearly full. So, power food should be at 35, so that's pretty well perfect. Actually, yes, we can do 1 more bucket of spuds, and happy days. So we'll get that sorted. So yeah, any sort of feedback on what you think we should do for the silage, please do let me know. Perhaps there's a silo I can store silage in, which would be brilliant. If it was a fermenting silo, obviously we could just store it in like that. But come on, Alright, that's fine. That's plenty. Then that would be a great option. But really, I don't want to tip it on the ground anywhere, because it will sink into the ground and we'll lose copious amounts of our hard-earned silage. So we don't want to do that. But, right, just put that there. Beautiful. And actually, we can just leave the tractor in here. So it gives you guys something to look at. Hello. Hello, little one. Oh, lovely. That is lovely. Yeah, I don't think I'll swap out this shed. It is really nice. Like I say, we've got a nice big space here. I could put bales up here, but I just don't have anything to get it up there with, to be honest. Although we can drop them in. Straw would be fine to put up there. Oh, how is there straw? 0 straw. Okay. Yeah, that's something we can deal with later on. I'll do it off camera in between this episode and the next. And yes, we do have a nice little workshop here as well. So really, I think we'll keep this where it is. We just have more room for activities, really. Might cut that tree down, don't know yet, but I do like having all this open space. And we've got loads of space around here, so it's all coming together very nicely. And we've still got a little tree up. This will go shortly after Christmas, but until then we might as well keep it up. And in view, as we say goodbye for this episode, let's have a look at our beautiful greenhouse. Look at that. We've got 286 litres of potatoes already and 95 litres of cotton. They will be produced in pallet form, which will spawn right here, and we can relocate them to where they need to go. We will eventually have our fabric production, so our tailor shop, the spinnery, and we'll put in flax fibre, we'll put in cotton, anything we can turn into fabric, and then eventually into some nice vintage clothing. Well, that's the hope anyways, but nevertheless, that does do us for the end of this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have done, a cheeky thumbs up really helps out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.